Meet our two heroes, Jules and Vincent. You can describe them as opposite of innocent. They talk about foot massage and royale with cheese, cause Tarantino can write about his foot fetish with ease. Come on man, why couldn't you have a thing for boobies? Anyway, they pay a visit to Brett and friends. Most of them meet violent ends, but before that Jules politely asks,
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? Yes!
Brett, shaking with fear, kinda leaks it, both his pants and where the suitcase is hid. Not the best way to die, I admit, but at least the death sentence he got was so lit. Suddenly a guy appears and unloads a gun. They ought to be dead, but thank God for divine intervention, but the story is far from done. So Vince, Jules and Marvin all get back in the car. Of course they don't get too far, because Vincent's gun goes huzzah and Marvin's head blows up. Quite bizarre. They have to get off the road, so they go to Jimmy's, some random dude with affection for coffee thingies, and although he has nothing against visitors, he takes some issue in storing dead Nick. Thankfully, Mr. Wolf comes to the rescue mission to solve the very unfortunate Bonnie situation. Exhausted, Vince and Jules just go for a bite, but of course, they have to get in a fight. They end up eating some bunny with honey and pumpkin pie. Afterwards, the bad motherfucker says, I'm out, bye bye. Next day, Vince takes Mia to Jackrabbit's limbs. After a milkshake, she wants to stretch out her limbs, so they end up entering a twist contest. But the real twist comes after, might I suggest. Mia takes some heroin, and that shit's quite hard to digest. She ODs, but by the son of a preacher man she has been blessed, because a life-saving needle is shoved into her chest, and she survives to live at least another moon. But chill, cause otherwise, girl, you'll be a dead one soon. Okay, meet Butch, the troubled generic boxer, who thinks scamming mafia is the answer. So he steals money and gets back to the knockoff Adrian. They are packed and ready to flee to Mediterranean, but to ruin their plans it doesn't take much, because Blueberry Girl has forgotten the ass watch. So Butch has to go back and he's ready for all kinds of attack. But it is so easy, he even stops for a snack. But turns out in his toilet there's hiding some whack jack. He grabs the gun and says, hey mister, let's roleplay. I will be Tyrion Lannister. On his happy way home he somehow miraculously hits Mr. Wallace, despite that shit being more random than a midsummer's winter solstice. They chase each other around and end up in a pawn shop, but then and there their fight is put to a stop, cause they get captured by a very nasty cop. Then they are introduced to Gimp. I personally always preferred Photoshop, but Zed doesn't mess around. He's no Romeo. He gets straight to playing rodeo. Unluckily for him, Butch decides to do some Kill Bill foreshadowing, and after a sling and a swing, Zed's chances start drastically narrowing. While he's left there to bleed, Butch finds a chopper, all made of lead. But before we wrap up and I let you go to bed, there is one thing that remains to be said.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
Hey, you actually made it to the end, and I'm pretty glad you did, because this took so long to make, and it was. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did and you deem it worthy and you think it's good enough, please share this with other people so my work doesn't go to waste. And also, just wanted to tell that I will be trying to make these movie and rhymes as series, and they will be coming out every week. So be sure to check back next week to see if I made another one. And if you have any suggestions on which movie I should do, leave them down in the comment section. And yeah, this is the second one I've made. The first one was Harry Potter's, and that one you can see right there. Just click on the box, it's somewhere on the screen. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.